face it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the London Monarchs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Finding room at the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette, 82 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Steps. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, It was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
Going with Moss on the ground. Fighting it off. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
On 1st and 10, Watson forced out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He'll get this to Eckler, and he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for the touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
For the extra point.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
On the return, Williams. And he brings this out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 20. Four-yard line.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Complete.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we don't.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Leonard Fournette on the carry. He's brought
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far this game. Now a first down throw, Watson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson on the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Again, it's Watson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Catch number 40 for him on the year, it's a first down.
Saints.
Fournette running out of the gun and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was brought down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Moss.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Thaddeus Moss.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. London about set to take over on offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Watson. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Welcome back now here in London as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught at about the 6.
Watson's pass.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run here with Eckler, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Out of the gun, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Tackled back at the 7-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. Pitch from 25 yards out.
25-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception.
Well, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their coke.